Hello game fans and welcome to a update from Gaming Debugs. Now, I don't usually do this, but I figured that I would probably put out just a little video of my first day thoughts of the Destiny beta. So I downloaded it last night, had a few hours go on it, and it's brilliant. I mean, for the vertical slice that you get, it's a really well thought out game. I mean, when you first create your characters, there's 3 different character classes. You could be a Titan, which is like a tank, or as they call it, I think it's the armoured engine of war. You could be the Hunter class, which is much more of an assassin, a bit more finesse, a little bit faster and quicker and things. So that's more of the assassin character. And then there's the Warlock, which is like a tech wizard who not only has a choice of different weapons, but also has all of the extra abilities of magic and being able to manipulate the world around him. So once you pick your class, you then go on to pick your species. So you could either be human, you could be a blue alien called the Awoken, or you could be an Exo, which is kind of like a robot hybrid type creature. All of them just look amazing, and there's so much customization that you can do to it that you get a lot of choices to really make the character your own. Once you start playing, the multiplayer is only actually unlocked when you get to level 5. So I only had a little taste of that once I worked my way through, but it took quite a long time. So I'm tired, I'm sorry. But you've also got the tower, which is very reminiscent of Mass Effect. So when you used to go to the hub in Mass Effect, the tower acts as this a very similar thing. So you're a third person, you can walk around, that's where people are doing their crazy dancing. You can get weapons and gear and go shopping and all that kind of stuff. And then there's also a ton of strike missions. So you go in, you pick the strike mission, and you can jump in with all your friends and go sort of roaming the frontier and just taking in all the scenery. And the scenery is lush, beautiful, and so you'll actually find yourself, if you're playing, you'll probably stop a few times just to take in the scenery. Really well thought out. Because a lot of the maps are designed for vehicles, you might find that they are quite big, especially if you're wandering around. So we'll have to see further down the line how Bungie are going to work on these maps, and if they're going to be some close combat ones, if they're all going to be open space. But the whole package is just has this feeling of epicness, from the cutscenes to the size of the maps. It looks and feels great. And even though the Xbox One is only running at 900p, the final game is supposed to be running at 1080p, so it's only going to get better. But it looks great at 900p anyway. That kind of thing doesn't really bother me too much. I can see what people are saying on the internet about Peter Dinklage's performance. It has been upgraded since the initial alpha. It's kind of got this more robotic voice around it, but it's just a little bit flat. And even though you might think, well, it's a robot, it's supposed to be flat, there is times where there's heightened emotion, where he's scared, where he's all that kind of stuff. So if it was constantly flat, then maybe he could be forgiven. But as he's trying to get emotional range in there, most of it is actually pretty flat. But it's only a beta. Maybe this will be improved later on. So overall, my initial thoughts are really positive. I really like the look of it. I'm looking forward to playing some more of it. And if you're on the beta as well, keep an eye out for Debugger 0, and I'll be on there. All right, thanks a lot.
We'll take you on a journey of broken conventions and amusing confusions. I noticed as this title really needs to be seen to be believed. And the good thing is that after only an hour's worth of play, I saw at least 5 different things. For a long game, it will compel you to just have one more go just to see where it might take you.